Hey guys, what's up? My name is Markin A, and welcome back to Creative Coding. In this video, we're going to check out how much I remember of my days of learning Swift. So in this video, I'm going to take a bunch of quizzes on the Code with Chris website to see what I remember of my days of learning Swift. If you don't know who Code with Chris is, he's an absolutely awesome content creator who makes a lot of tutorials on Swift and iOS and stuff like that. I'll put a link in the description to his channel and make sure to check it out. Honestly, I don't think I'm going to do too well, but we'll see. It's hopefully this video will be entertaining for you guys, and it'll be a learning experience for me. So without further ado, let's get into the video. So welcome to the main part of this video, which is me doing the quizzes. So hopefully it'll be entertaining for you, and let's get into it. So here I have our lesson 1 quiz open, and we're basically just going to be doing like lesson 1, lesson 2, lesson 3, and lesson 4, all of those quizzes, because as you can see, lesson 5 doesn't really have a quiz, and I think those are basically the basics of what you need to learn just to get a feel for the language. So let's get started. So our first question is, what is the programming language you use to write code? It's Swift, so I'm going to confirm it. Okay, the answer is correct, so off to a good start. So what is App Store Connect? So I'm not really sure about this one, but a web portal to get provisioning credentials for your app, a web portal to customize your app, store listings, check analytics and view reports, or C, a web portal to download beta software and additional tools. So maybe I think it's C. I'm gonna check, so let's confirm it. And oh, I just got it wrong. So so we're going like 50-50. I don't think that question is really related to Swift, but it's okay for now. So will you still be able to build apps without the Apple Developer Program? And I think the obvious one to this is yes. Oops. I think I almost put the wrong answer there, but yeah, I almost put no because my brain thought it was yes. I don't know why, but yeah. So basically, let's see how much we got. So I got 67%, so 2 on 3, and so I think this is pretty much okay, because the second question really isn't directed related to Swift, but I think it's pretty okay for now. So let's go on to lesson 2 quiz. So here, what is the editor area used for? Okay. Oh, I thought the question was missing a statement like Swift. But so let's go over the answer. So A, for editing code when a Swift file is selected in the navigator. So for configuring project properties, for managing the assets for the project, all of the above. So I think it's actually all of the above, because that's usually how you do it in Android Studio. So let's just check, and yes. So the editor area will adapt to the type of file you select in the navigator panel. Select and allow you to edit the contents of the file. Okay, so we have question 2 of 3. What is the inspector panel used for? So choose only one best answer. So for inspector panel is I'm not really sure, but inspector panel for looking at details or customizing the attributes of what you select in the editor area. For diagnosing, inspector for looking at details. I think it'd be B, because when you think of inspect in websites, you can go over, hover over, see IDs, classes, and everything like that in HTML and CSS. I'm just gonna confirm it, and yes, okay. So this quiz, lesson 2 quiz, is going really well. So yeah. So next question: what is the bundle identifier? Oh man, I do not know this answer. It's an auto-generated ID for your app bundle. All of the above. I think it's gonna go all of the above, because when in doubt, just guess C. I'm just kidding. Don't do that. It's exactly. It's the unique. So yeah. So it wasn't all of the above, but it was B. So I'm going to put a note in my brain about that, and yeah. So I think this is gonna be another 67%. So I'm going completely 67%. But yeah, so the bundle identifier is a combination of the product name and organization identifier that you specify when you create a new Xcode project. It uniquely identifies your app in the App Store. You can change the model identifier for your project at any time by going into the project properties. Okay, so I'm happy that I got that down. Let's go on to the next quiz. So I'm on lesson 3 quiz right now. We're about like halfway or midway done for the quizzes, but yeah, so I think I'm doing pretty okay. And yeah, so what's the purpose of a modifier? So modifier, I know this, modifier is like you can click it and you can modify something. So yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be B. Changes the look and behavior of a view element. Confirm. Yes. Okay. I was happy about that one because I remember what a modifier is. So what are some ways that we can preview the UI? Oh yeah, this is pretty simple. It's all of the above. That one's like a no-brainer. Yeah, that one's pretty simple. What are some ways to build your UI? I think it's like, yeah, I can student inspector panel. I think it's all of the above as well. E should be, yeah. Okay, so I think I got perfect on this quiz, which is, yeah, pretty good. I got 100 on this quiz. This quiz was kind of easy, and yeah, so far I think I'm okay at Swift. You know, I don't need to start all the way at the beginning, but I can start somewhere like, because I think I can be confident with Swift. I've taken some lessons on Swift, like not a lot to know a bunch of stuff, but like just enough to know the bare bones basics, as I've said. So let's go on to lesson 4 quiz. And just by looking at this Swift UI views and containers, I think I can tell that lesson 4 quiz, it's gonna go something about like the code, the UI code. Okay, so what does a spacer element do? So spacer takes I think it takes up all the available space, right? Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, it's all of the above. Okay, B. How do you specify the image to display for an image element? Just checking if we have. Okay, no. So how do you specify the image to display for an image element? How do you specify the image? Oh, you give it a tag. So yeah, so you specify. So you add the image name to your asset library and add the image asset and specify the asset name between. Yeah, it's B. It's B. So, yep, so, yeah, so basically, that's how I remember, because I used to drag it and drop it into the assets library, which we're going to see later when we're actually making the app. But yeah, so something like that, and then we name it. It's like a basic tag, like a class name. Think of like HTML and CSS. So our next question, and I believe it's our last question, is which element below is a container element? Z stack. Because there's H stack, V stack, and Z stack. So H stack is horizontal stack, V stack is vertical stacks, but I don't know what Z stack is. I think it's like I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Z stack is the answer. So let's just confirm that. And so yeah, so the answer is correct. So the Z stack, also H stack and V stack, is a container element that can hold up to 10 elements within it. Okay, so that's basically it. And so I think the cool thing about Swift and Swift UI is when I was just learning the bare bones basics of it, it's like you have 10 elements that can fit into a Z stack, and in those Z stacks you can put like H stacks, V stacks. It's really cool. But yeah, we'll check that out in a later video. And yeah, so that's 67%. So I believe I got 3 67% and 100%. So I believe that should be good. Because I think it's okay for this, for just starting out, because I just want to get a feel for it. Hopefully this was entertaining for you. Hopefully you got a few laughs out of it, whenever I thought I was going to get something right, and then I got the exact opposite. But yeah, I think this was definitely a learning experience for me. And, yeah, so that's basically all for the main quizzes of this video. So, I have now learned that I am kind of okay and kind of bad at the basics of Swift. I'm going to definitely try and sharpen my skills from this video to the next, and I'm going to try to build up my skills a lot more. And hopefully get the basics down and be confident with it. Before I leave, I'm going to ask you guys to subscribe, as it would help this channel a lot. Also, I have a little secret for you guys. Once we get to 50 subscribers, I'm going to release a new series of types of videos that I think you guys will really enjoy. So make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. With that said, live creatively, and I'll see you in the next video. Creative Coding out.